So I usually talk, and then my guides and teachers, they chime in. I have felt much more support from sort of the entire collective of the Ascended Masters lately, and that has been really profound, actually. I experienced this big shift that I think I talked about in the other video, but this big shift shifted something very deep in my stomach area. It's as if my internal, because I can feel what's going on with my body, because I'm paying attention, and so it was as if my internal got, something inside just got straightened out, and I feel much more grounded in a much deeper way that I haven't before. And I could feel just the power of what is happening through this body. And it's very, very big. It is experienced as very big for the body. These higher frequencies, when they come in, they feel very grand for the body on certain levels. And that is an adjustment as well, to get used to a new way of operating your energy field. Because the energy field can be more. You can have more energy flowing through your body. How do you do that? There's a lot of ways to do that. But a few things are that you have to have the correct perception of reality. If you're looking at reality from a particular lens, it is as if you are telling this experience to not show you that reality. It's time to start your engines. So, when you have the correct perception, more energy comes through. Just like what this being experienced. That was a natural byproduct of all his work, of manifesting, of chanting, of calibration, and all of the internal shifts and changes that he has done in order to harmonize his system to be in alignment to receive truth, higher consciousness, here to assist for the next level in humanity's evolution. That is what this is. It is the next level of comprehending reality in a way that will be more stable when we all vibrate in this stable way. We are calibrating to a different frequency, because that frequency changes how we sort of feel reality around us and what we expect and what we don't expect. Sometimes even just hearing this being, your body can pick up on subtle vibrations of truth that this being is speaking, and that he is walking because he has walked the walk and opened the channels and comprehended how this whole thing works. The ones who recognize, feel if this is for you. Your body speaks to you, and you can, just with your body alone, attuned to a different frequency, like now. There is a different energy transmission that's going on constantly from a high source. All you have to do is open. Let it bathe you. If you dare, there is a trust and there is a letting go when you want to embrace the new, because it is a frequency calibration, and before you know it, you know it. Right? We'll break. My body is just saying, yeah, let's. And so by this, there is a level of depth that I've experienced with my body lately that is really, really opening. It's very deep, and they've assisted with shifting something really deep that I can just feel so much in these lower chakras now. Much more energy. If I would psychoanalyze it a little bit, it almost seems like there's something to do with the womb, that it was reserved for a feminine, sort of that seeking. And so now, since I've retracted that energy, the Ascended Masters assisted me to actually just get rid of the residue of that. So now I actually am landed even further deeper into Gaia because of that shift. And so what I have done personally is a lot of calibration and a lot of following this more and more and more and closer, and figuring out, and when do I, right? And so there is a calibration to this frequency, and there is some practice to maintain these frequencies. That's the reason why we came with this free 28-day consciousness shift program that you can sign up for totally for free, to start to vibrate higher, to open up and correct some of the pathways that you've had for eons, so that we finally can start to land properly onto these planes, into these bodies, so that we occupy space. And that is first done within the body, so that you can really feel yourself and work through some of the things that you're feeling when you start to ground, because there are deeper levels that you can experience. We are going deeper and deeper into this grounding process, because that is how we bring the new here, because we are the light that is plugging on to Gaia. So it is time that you truly bring in your light, not just in thought and words, but also full on through an action, in how you talk, how you walk, in the way that you show up in the world. Everything matters. To be authentic, to be truthful, to speak truth. There is an honor that can be obtained when you walk a solid path of truth. of value. Doing what's right energetically sometimes goes against some things, some beliefs that we thought were a certain way, but they're actually not. And so we have to adjust our behavior around us to the new knowledge so that we can start to operate in this world in a way that it will show us evidence that we know what we are doing with our bodies, so that we can manifest exactly what it is that we came here for, to birth us, to come through with our gift. Our gift is our frequency. And I'm not just talking about playing some instruments and blowing a flute or just singing, oh, you have a nice sounding voice. I'm talking about completely connected with your energy. Because once you play those flutes, use your vocal cords and other instruments, you are invoking energies of power and influence, because you're tapped into a stream that is pure and holy. That's the stream that will lead you to your greatest adventure in this life. That is your purpose. And that is also your soul mission, if you want to put a label on it. That is how you will literally birth who you are through these. It is more of a surrendered process, letting go of old ideas, letting go of seeing things in crooked ways, so that finally your body can relax and feel safe. Many beings are still going around feeling tense because of misperception of what reality is and how they can affect reality. It is important to correct the mind so that you are seeing the reality accurately in a way that you can utilize this time and place in a way that is much grander than you might even realize. You can have such a power of effect, but there is a certain alignment and calibration that is needed. It is science. The science of consciousness is what we are teaching here. This is hard for your devices to measure, but we are talking about the science of consciousness. What do you inject? What happens? What type of frequency? How do you maneuver all of these energies? That is an art with great rewards. Mastering this art will give you great rewards regardless of what else you are doing, because it will correct your energy so that you are coming through with what you are meant to be here on this planet. It is the emergence of, many have called it emergence of Christ, emergence of, they're all just very fancy names. You know, it is used, these names, and it almost can sound too far out there. Oh yeah, it's so grand. I'm not that grand. You're, you know, the being polite, all of these screwy ways that light goes less or bigger, you know? You don't have to worry about that. You can finally start your engine and let go of that cobweb of old identities, old realities, so that your Merkaba is on, spinning, flowing, glowing, and you're here. Who you were meant to be here. Your desires. That's when you take off. This video just took off. Oh. I feel that that is a perfect ending to this recording. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll talk to you again in the next one. Ciao.